Surprise, I was right. This choice only has Show or Valerie. And I'm gonna go with Show, because he's my bro. I feel productive today, but I don't want to hit the books and study just yet. I know a good way to channel this energy. I'll work out at the gym. Other than my physical education class, I haven't been getting any exercise. I need to head back into a solid routine. I head to the rec center and get changed in the lockers. As I make my way to the weight room, I pass by the gymnasium. Normally it's empty, but today it's full of people. Is there a class going on right now? Unable to curb my curiosity, I peek into the room. The gym is decked out with equipment. Balance beams, still rings, parallel bars, uneven bars, pommel horse, etc. What the fuck is a pommel horse? You know what? I was about to just Google what a pommel horse is, but I'll stick a picture of it in the top right. I can't see the floor beneath the layer of blue mats. Students seem to fly and flip from all corners of the room. Mouth drops open in wonder as I spot a very familiar face hanging on the still rings. Show! At the sound of his name, Show turns toward the sound of my voice and loses his grip. I wince as he comes crashing down onto the mat below. After a second, he gets up and rubs his head, then looks at me. I clap slowly. I'll give that fall a solid 5 out of 7. Who uses 5 out of 7 other than Robert Graves? No one. No one does. Show frowns.
Not funny, man. I was going for a personal record.
What are you doing here? Show wipes the sweat off his face with his towel.
Trying to balance on the still rings.
No, I mean, I didn't exactly picture you as a gymnastics type of guy.
Why not? It helps with staying fit, build strength, flexibility, core training.
A pair of girls walk by us wearing the Ace Academy gym wear. Their stomachs are completely flat and they have perky features. They flash us a smile as they walk by. Right, and the fact that the class is almost all girls has nothing to do with it. I was a clever kid. I took dance in high school.
Flexibility.
You already said that one.
Did I?
His attention is on another group of girls practicing their splits in the corner. And that has nothing to do with it? He grins.
It's a bonus.
I'm pretty sure that's the main course for you.
I will neither confirm nor deny that.
We both grin.
Plus, you're competing with yourself to always be better.
Huh?
You set personal records for yourself, and then the next time you come, you try to beat them.
I'm not entirely sure where he's going with this. Like, how long you can hold yourself up, I guess.
That's just step 1. Once you're comfortable just holding your weight, then you start doing tricks like handstands. It's a lot harder than you think.
He motions toward the still bars.
Try it.
I psych myself up. Alright, let's do it.
That's the spirit.
I jump up and catch the still rings, letting my body hang. The rings wobble around as I try to pull myself up. Whoa, this is a lot harder than I thought it'd be.
Use your core.
I squeeze my core tight and try to do a pull-up. The rings shake precariously. I have to hold them. Just don't panic and keep it steady. Timed event. Steady. I manage to steady myself, and after finding my center of balance, I slowly do 3 pull-ups in a row. Show watches on with interest. Afterwards, I let go and drop to my feet.
You sure you haven't done this before? You were a pro!
I grin. Nope, I knew I had nothing to worry about. Piece of cake.
Show!
A girl I don't recognize waves at Show as she races over.
How's it going?
Hey, Tommy.
She looks me up and down. She smiles with interest.
Who's your impressive friend?
You saw him too?
She nods.
Hitomi, meet Brosif. Brosif, meet Hitomi.
She blinks.
Broseph?
Show nods and beams. It's Jay.
Whoa, really?
I forgot about this. Why is he surprised? I nod slowly. He rubs... He rubs his chin in thought. Oh, excuse me.
I've been calling you Brosif for so long I forgot.
Hitomi laughs and playfully touches Show's arm.
That's adorable.
Memories of me being a stupid kid in high school are flooding back. Show beams.
I'm just about done. How about you?
Show me and Jean-Arc were the incredibly dense squad.
I'm almost done too.
Okay, I'm going to start packing. Come find me when you want to head out.
Show nods. Hitomi smiles at him and then he waves at me. And then waves at me.
Nice to meet you.
Same. She bounces out of the gym. I assume she's going to change in the locker room. You two know each other well?
Kind of. We met in this class. Her dorm building is actually the one next to mine.
That's pretty coincidental.
I know, right? Anyway, we ran into each other once, and when she realized we lived so close together, she insisted that we walk back together ever since.
From the way that she acts towards Sho, it's obvious that she has more than a casual interest in him. Of course, knowing Sho, that fact isn't obvious to him. Dude, you know she's into you, right? Sho blinks, then raises an eyebrow.
What are you talking about?
The laughing, the casual arm touching, the asking to walk back together. Sho shrugs.
She's just friendly. You're looking too much into it.
I don't need a mini-me. I wonder what Maya would think if you were walking girls back to their dorms.
What? Don't do that!
I thought nothing's going on.
Nothing is going on. But I don't want Mayu to get the wrong impression.
You're not dating Mayu, so why would she care?
She wouldn't.
So what's the issue? Sho blinks, then frowns.
It's not an issue, but still.
God, you two just need to fuck already. Alright. I think Sho is really confused about his own feelings. Alright, man, sounds like you'll be heading off soon. I still have to go work out. Sho nods.
It was good seeing you. You should stop by again.
I'll think about it. Sho gives me a brosive fist bump and we head our separate ways. I go work out until it's time to head home. It's quiet in the house when I arrive home. I guess no one's here. It's no surprise that Uncle Kaido's still at work, but I would have expected Nikki to be home by now. She's been spending more and more time at her cooking club. It must be going really well. I should take advantage of the quiet and study. As I head upstairs, a blonde head peeks around the corner.
Is that you, big bro?
I pause at the top of the stairs. Hey, I didn't know you were home. Nikki grins mischievously.
Is it because for once I wasn't slaving away in the kitchen waiting for you to come back?
So, on the list of choices I will never pick, put that at the top. That's kind of funny. A little bit fun. I've always gone with no, it's way too quiet. I'm gonna go with, you're like the waifu I didn't ask for. I didn't realize you'd suddenly turned into my wife. Nikki stares at me.
Did you just call me your wife?
No, your comment made it sound like something a wife would say.
Don't make this weird, bro.
You made it weird. She just shakes her head.
Stop, just stop. Anyway, before you so rudely distracted me, I had a question for you.
What is it?
Can you give me a ride to the beach tomorrow?
I blink at her. How did you know I was going to the beach?
Because tomorrow is Umiko's festival?
What? How do you know about that? Oh, I guess we know what Umiko's festival is. Nikki stares at me as if I have two heads.
Because I live in Isokaze. Did you know about this?
Not exactly. Sho didn't specify why we were going when he invited me.
And you didn't bother to ask.
Do I really need a reason to go to the beach?
Fair point. Well, if you want to know, tomorrow is a festival to honor Umiko, the protector of Isokaze.
Rad.
A long time ago, the Dragon King threatened to drown the island if Umiko didn't marry him. So when she agreed to live with him in his underwater castle, she stole his magical pearl and now uses it to control the waves.
Badass. Huh, that's pretty cool. How did you learn about this?
You know I've always loved mythologies.
That's true.
So, can you take me or not?
Sure, I'll be leaving at 10:45. Her face falls.
Oh.
Why, oh?
Well, my friends aren't going to be there until later.
So hitch a ride with them.
I don't really feel comfortable asking them.
Fine, then you can come with me.
But you're going so early.
Then take the bus. She smiles sweetly.
When I said early, I actually meant that's perfect.
That's what I thought. Nikki cranes her neck to peek down the stairs behind me.
You hungry yet?
A bit, yeah.
Me too. Come on, let's go downstairs and see what we have.
Make cowries sushi. Come on, Jay. She moves past me and flies downstairs. I follow her slowly. Nikki and I whip up a quick dinner, then I spend the rest of the night looking up more information about the festival before going to bed. I flip around in bed, too excited to settle down before finally drifting off to sleep. And we're gonna continue. We're not gonna end here. We're gonna keep going. I wake up energized and throw off the blankets before getting dressed. Since we're going directly to the beach, I decide to just wear my swim trunks and a shirt. Nikki's waiting for me downstairs. She's wearing a cover-up and has a bag slung over her shoulder.
Finally.
Hey, I'm on time for once.
So, I've been awake for at least an hour.
Then wake me up. Why'd you get up so early? Nikki beams and fidgets with excitement.
How could I sleep when I have such a fun day ahead of me?
The bag jostles as she fidgets. What's in the bag?
Just beach stuff, extra clothes, towels, sunscreen, you know.
That's actually pretty smart.
I know.
Nikki pushes me toward the door.
Come on, let's go already.
Alright, let me just grab my keys. After collecting my things, Nikki and I climb on my bike and we hit the road. Nikki hops off my bike as soon as I park and sprints out towards the sand. Wait. She either doesn't hear me or ignores me. Of course that means I'm stuck carrying all this stuff. With a sigh, I sling the bag over my shoulder and follow her. As I walk on the sand, I scan the beach for my friends, but I don't see anyone I recognize. We must be the first ones here.
Oh, son, I've missed you.
We've had Sun back home, too.
It's not the same.
She continues to skip and dance in the sand, and spins in a cartwheel. She grins at me. I wait for Nikki to get tired, but she seems to have endless energy. I should have clicked. You call that a cartwheel, because I've clicked it before, and you fuck up. But I've never clicked this one before, so. Nikki. She just laughs and does another cartwheel.
Come on, come join me, bro.
We should set up.
We can do that later.
She pauses, then grins mischievously.
Or maybe you don't know how to do cartwheels.
I know how.
Prove it.
I'm good here. Nikki pouts and walks over.
Way to ruin the fun police.
I didn't say you had to stop.
The moment's gone.
She glances around her.
Let's just set up here.
Okay. We each lay out a towel from the bag. Nikki pulls her cover up over her head, revealing a frilly two-piece. She's in high school. She can wear whatever the fuck she wants. I'm glad Nikki chose a sensible swimsuit. Sometimes it's hard to remember that she's in high school, but it's only natural that she'll be wearing clothes that start to reflect that. At least she still has a sense of modesty. As Nikki and I finish setting up, we're greeted by a familiar face.
Hey!
A breathless Sho stands before us, carrying a large umbrella. Mayu stands beside him. Hey Sho, did you run all the way over here? He continues to gasp, so Mayu answers for him.
Yeah, he saw you from the car and raced down here to say hi.
You didn't have to.
I thought I saw you with another cute girl and had to get a closer look to be sure.
Nikki giggles. I instinctively step in front of her.
Aren't you gonna introduce me?
I think I've clicked all of these. Not if you want to keep breathing.
That's really intense.
Oh my god. Sometimes you are just so embarrassing.
Hey, why are you taking his side?
He was just being nice.
He was creeping on my sister.
I'm right here. You don't have to refer to me in third person.
Your sister? Sorry, I didn't know.
She's in high school. High school. I watch him warily as Nikki steps forward.
Don't mind him. I'm Nikki.
I'm Sho, and this is Mayu.
He glances at Maya, who has been standing in silence, then balks at the pout on her face.
Huh? What's wrong?
She sighs.
Nothing.
Oh, did you want to introduce yourself? Sorry about that.
She sighs again.
No, that's not it.
She is head over heels for you, dude. Sho scratches the back of his head.
Huh? Then what is it?
She continues to pout.
It's nothing.
Nikki leans over to me and whispers.
They make an adorable couple.
I blink. A couple? Sho glances back at us.
Us? No, we're just friends.
Mayu sighs again.
Yeah, just friends.
Nikki leans over and whispers again.
He's so clueless.
Then she hits my arm. Hey!
Also, you weren't supposed to say that so loudly. What's the point of whispering if you're just going to blurt it out?
I rub at the sore spot. Everyone in this game has really long necks. I just noticed now because they usually wear collars. Wild. When did you get so strong? Suddenly, we hear a shout in the distance. Following the source of the sound, I glance over and see Kaori hovering over a cowering man. He has his hands up defensively. Kaori snatches the camera out of his hands, fidgets with it, and throws it back at him. The man scoops up the camera, stumbles to his feet, and runs away. As the man flees, Kaori walks toward the water before chucking something into the waves. We stare dumbfounded, watching the scene unfold. Kaori spots us as she turns away from the water and stomps towards us. You can practically see the steam rising out of her ears. Sho sighs.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
Mayu nods.
Aren't you overreacting a little?
Nikki's voice wavers as Kaori approaches, betraying her confidence. Hey, Kaori.
Can you believe that guy?
Considering that I have no idea what he was doing? Oh. Her voice trembles from anger. What happened?
That pervert was taking pictures of younger girls. I made him promise never to do it again. Then took out his memory card and threw it into the ocean for good measure.
Never mind. Good job on Kaori. Nikki eyes Kaori with wonder, then elbows me.
Wow, she's not scary at all. At least not like you described her.
I'm not sure if Nikki's being sarcastic or not. Kaori whirls on me, a fierce scowl plastering on her face. When she notices Nikki, her expression softens to one of curiosity.
Who are you?
Nikki beams.
Oh, I'm Nikki.
Kaori continues to stare until Nikki points at me.
His sister.
Kaori raises an eyebrow.
Really? Wow, you're lucky. You two look nothing alike.
Thanks.
Thanks. My dude, she was not complimenting you. We answer simultaneously. Nikki and I blink at each other in surprise, then speak at the same time.
What's that supposed to mean?
Sho laughs.
I'm pretty sure Kaori meant Nikki's lucky she doesn't look like you.
Ouch. Thanks for having my back, bro.
No problem, Broseph.
Nikki giggles.
I like Cowdy.
Kaori stammers out her reply as her cheeks tinge pink.
Oh! Thanks.
Hey, everyone.
Alright. Almost the whole gang is here. We collectively turn around at the sound of Yuna's voice. I want to respond to her, but my voice gets caught in my throat. My voice is caught in my throat. Never before have I been so thankful that the bikini was invented. Judging by the silence, everyone is as entranced as I am. Yuna fidgets under our gaze and automatically wraps an arm around herself.
Is everything alright?
Like everyone else, Nikki's gaze is fixated on Yuna. She looks down at her own chest, then back at Yuna, then sighs.
Life is so unfair.
What?
Hmm. Carrie snaps back to reality and hits me hard. Ow!
Stop being a pervert!
You were staring too!
No?
Her cheeks flare, betraying her guilt. Bisexual goddess Kaori Itami.
I wouldn't do something like that!
Yuna tries to cover up, clearly mortified.
You guys.
Sho stands in a daze until Mayu pokes him.
I see.
Huh?
Oh, God. This scene is so awkward, but I love it. She glances down and shuffles her feet.
So that's what you like.
No, that's not it. I like yours too.
Mayu looks up at Sho with wide eyes, then covers herself with her hands.
Stop looking!
Sho's face burns red as he trips over his words.
Wait, no, I didn't mean it like that. I promise. I'm not looking.
Mayu continues to stare at him with doe eyes. Kaori. Oh.
But not because yours aren't good. Because they're great.
Kaori marches over and whacks Sho on the back of the head.
Ow!
She hovers protectively over Mayu.
Come on, Mayu.
Okay.
Nikki grabs my arm and pulls me over to Yuna, who still looks nervous.
You're being so rude, big bro. You didn't even introduce me to your friend.
Oh, our manager. Oh right, this is my sister Nikki. Yuna smiles, clearly relieved.
I'm Yuna. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Sorry about earlier.
Look at the short little high schooler. Yuna waves away the apology.
It's fine. So, where are we sitting?
I'm about to answer when a sudden weight on my back throws me off balance. Don't fall. I catch whoever is on my back as two slender arms snake around my neck. A lock of blonde hair falls before my eyes as Valerie presses her cheek against me.
Did you miss me?
Kaori marches over and confronts Valerie before I can respond.
What do you think you're doing?
Claiming my spot.
Nikki crosses her arms and pouts at Valerie.
Do you always jump on the first guy you see?
I'm surprised by the disapproval dripping in her voice. She just jumped on my back. You shouldn't be mad. Just Kaori should be mad. Valerie slides off me and gives me a wink.
Just the cute ones.
Yeah, freshman. Sho grins.
Then you should have jumped on me instead.
She presses a finger to her lips and looks innocently at Sho.
Oh? I thought Mayu would have already done that.
We're just friends.
Mayu tries to hide the blush from her face while Sho interjects. Valerie grins impishly.
Oh, well, if that's the case.
She jumps back to her feet.
Get ready, because you're next.
What? Are you serious?
Sho's face is a mixture of trepidation and hope as Valerie readies herself to leap. Everyone stares at Mayu, who is frozen, stunned by her own outburst.
I mean,
When I was a high schooler freshman, I was Mayu. When I was a high schooler everything else, or no, when I was a high schooler sophomore, I was a Sho. And when I was a high schooler senior, I was Jean. Yep, that's... You can see my character development over my actual life, just right here. Her cheeks steadily burn red as she struggles to find her words. Valerie laughs and pats Mayu on the head.
I was just kidding. No need to get so worked up.
Mayu pouts.
I wasn't worked up.
Huh. I think we actually have pretty much every cup size here. Sho is flats, and then Nikki is A, Kaori's B, Valerie's C, Maya's D, and Yuna's double D's. Rad. Diversity, I say as I look at. Oh no, wait. We have 2 white people. Yeah, we've got 2 white people. Everyone else is Japanese. Oh, and Kaori's half Spanish. I think? Right? I don't remember. She gently moves away from Valerie, whose gaze is now firmly fixed on Yuna.
Oh my god!
Valerie hops closer to Yuna and leans towards her chest.
Where have you been hiding these this whole time?
Yuna's mouth hangs open in shock.
I would like to know this too.
Kaori bats Sho on the arm.
Stop being a pervert!
Ow! I'm sorry, I couldn't help it!
Yuna's desperately trying to cover herself.
Can we please focus on something else? Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Me too.
Sure.
Sho seems a little reluctant at his agreement.
So, where are we going to sit?
Oh, Nikki and I had already started setting up right here.
It's not too close and not too far from the water.
Sounds good to me.
Everyone nods and begins to lay out their towels. We're lounging on our towels, enjoying the sun, when a sharp squeal interrupts the tranquility.
Nikki!
Nikki bolts upright and waves to her friends as they race towards her.
You're here.
Of course! We said we were going to be here, didn't we?
The friend lowers her voice.
Are you hanging out with your brother?
Uh-oh.
Yeah?
Oh, is he going to come with us to the temple?
No.
Aw, why not?
He's busy.
The 2 girls stare at me.
He doesn't look busy.
One of the friends kneels down and grabs my arm. Hey!
You should come. It'll be so fun.
The other friend grabs my other arm.
Yeah, you can walk with me.
What? No, I got here first.
Oh, you're both in high school. Oh god, not again.
So, he obviously prefers me.
I don't prefer either of you, you're high schoolers.
No,
What is wrong with you two?
Nikki steps in and drags the 2 girls off me. They blink at her in surprise.
I don't understand. Didn't you say you and he don't?
Yes?
This is not an anime. You 2 are making my skin crawl.
Then why are you so upset?
I say, considering that I tag every single one of these videos as anime. Because it's drawn in that
he's
style.
my brother!
I have no justification for being like, don't do anime tropes. Fuck. They look at each other and seem to come to an understanding.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Huh?
What don't I know?
That Nikki really...
Nikki claps her hands over her friend's mouth.
What a couple of weirdos, am I right?
She pulls the girls roughly to their feet, much to their dismay, and pushes them away from me.
Gee, look at the time. We better get going. I'll get a ride back with these 2, so, I'll see you at home. Bye!
I hear a faint protest from Nikki's friends as she hurries them away. Meanwhile, my friends have been eerily silent. Ugh, can you believe them? Hesitantly, I glance over to a circle of frowns. What?
I had no idea you were so popular.
Oh. Yuna's bright eyes are dulled with disapproval. I don't know why they like me so much.
Do you know how old those girls are? Creep.
Hey, I know exactly how old they are. 16 and 17, question mark? Nikki's gotta be 17 or 18 at least. Probably. Right, 'cause she's in her last year of high school, so 17-ish. They came on to me. I look around for a friendly face, and my gaze lands on Sho. Come on, Sho, buddy, you're with me, right?
I misjudged you.
I can't tell if he means that in a good or bad way. Mayu watches me silently. Her face is a mask, but I think I see curiosity in her eyes. I wonder if she believes that this isn't my fault. Valerie latches onto my arm.
You know, if you wanted a younger girl, you only had to ask.
I've always gone with I like them older. Really? Did you have someone in mind? Valerie bats her eyelashes at me. Is there something in your eye? She sighs and lets go of my arm.
Never mind.
I love screwing with Valerie. This is sufficiently awkward. So, the beach. How about we go swimming? Mayu brightens at the idea.
Yes! Swimming!
She grabs Sho and races towards the water. Sho stumbles behind her.
Hey, slow down!
Kaori and Valerie glance at each other, then grin and jump to their feet. They speed behind the pair and leap into the water with glee. Hey, wait for us! Yuna and I follow behind. When we reach the shore, I slowly wade into the sea and enjoy how the water cools my hot skin.
Come on, Yuna! What are you waiting for?
Yuna sticks towards the shore and watches nervously as the water laps at her knees.
That's okay. I'll just stay here.
Do you know how to swim?
Yeah.
Sho and Mayu swim over and stand next to Kaori.
What is it then?
Don't worry about it. I'm very happy right here.
Oh,
Aw, hanging out by yourself is no fun.
The water and I don't really get along well.
Are you scared? Here, you can walk with me.
they're such nice people who just don't get what's gonna happen the second she hits the water. Mayu stretches out her hand and smiles encouragingly at Yuna. As everyone tries to cajole Yuna into the water, I'm acutely aware of the sudden lack of Valerie.
Well, it's more like...
Yuna plunges face first into the water and disappears below the waves. Yuna! Everyone lunges towards her just as she resurfaces, her back towards us. Yuna, are you okay?
Don't look!
Something floats in front of her, which she snatches out of the water and presses to her chest. Her head is lowered and her shoulders slumped as she struggles to simultaneously hide herself and retie her bikini top at the same time. Mayu clamps a hand over Sho's eyes.
What?
Don't look.
Nope. This is offer to help is another option that my anxiety will never let me choose. I've already been called a pervert once today. I don't want to make the situation worse. Valerie is nearly doubled over on the beach, her squeals of laughter adding to the commotion. Kaori stalks back to the beach and stands in front of Valerie.
Why would you do that?
Yuna looked like she could use a little push to get into the water, so I gave her one.
I bet you did it because you knew exactly what would happen.
I did not, but I won't lie and say it isn't hilarious.
What if she didn't know how to swim? She could have gotten really hurt.
It's right against the beach. Completely shallow waters.
Still, it's dangerous because you can't prepare yourself. Kaori!
A figure with long dark hair leaps onto Kaori's back, holding her in a hug.
Ah!
Kaori windmills on her arms trying to catch her balance, but topples into the water.
May!
Kaori pushes May off her and wipes the water out of her eyes.
You can't just push people into the water! Why don't you people understand this?
Phones exist, my dudes. Valerie is clutching her stomach in laughter.
So good.
May just smiles and cocks her head to the side.
It's good to see you too. That's not what I said!
Valerie finally catches her breath and wades over to May.
Nice one.
Thanks. I'm May.
Valerie.
May glances at the rest of us who have been observing in silence, trying to process the scene. Mayu coughs awkwardly.
I'm Mayu, and this is Sho.
Sho is very obviously trying to process May's ample assets, but at the sound of his name, he snaps back to reality.
Right. Hi.
Yuna also seems to be sizing up May.
I'm Yuna.
And I'm Jay. May graces us with a broad smile.
It's nice to meet you all. Kaori, when did you make so many friends?
And now, you're leaving.
But I only just met everyone.
Don't you have your own friends to hang out with?
I am hanging out with my friend.
That's not...
A jet of water splashes Kaori's face. May giggles while Kaori grows more irritated. She flicks her wrist and sends a stream towards May. But May dodges it and splashes Yuna's chest instead. Yuna glances down at her chest, then narrows her eyes, clearly fed up. Using her whole arm, she sends a big wave towards Kaori, but the water misses and catches Valerie, who squeals happily. Now we get cute anime girls doing the beach thing. Yeah. She sends a small splash back, which catches Mayu on the cheek. Mayu blinks. Valerie's brow wrinkles in worry, and she opens her mouth to apologize, but instead dodges the splash that Mayu sends back. Before long, all the girls are squealing and bouncing around the water, splashing each other. Sho and I stand off to the side, watching the glorious view.
Is this not the best thing you've ever seen in your life?
I nod solemnly, but another voice answers.
Yes, it is.
As one, Sho and I turn and see Akira nodding approvingly. When did you get here? He gives me a confused look.
I've been here this whole time.
Sho and I glance at each other, then shrug. I think I've seen May before. She's part of Onobugiesho, right?
Yeah.
I remember Kaori's intense reaction when we learned we were matched against May's team, but May seems to treat her like they're old friends. Oh, dude. Not to be a useless bisexual, but fuck. I just realized I'm not the only one awake. Let's, how do May and Kaori know each other? Let's just pretend that never happened. They seem to have opposite reactions when seeing each other.
Their relationship is strange. They've known each other since childhood, but judging by the way they act towards each other, it's hard to remember that.
The conversation ends. Silence settles in as we continue to watch the splash attacks.
Why aren't we joining in on the fun?
That's a great question.
Sho swims closer to the girls and shoots a stream of water towards Mayu. Mayu yelps in surprise and splashes back when she sees Sho's grin. Akira and I join in after Sho's introduction into the Splash War. And I think that's where I'll leave it off for today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Have a good day. Boop.